starting the day off here at the house. Crossing about to hit the road. We got a day at Armada. Nothing really particularly huge today, just a bunch of miscellaneous meetings. What we are going to do is, since this is really the first series, our first episode of the first series, we're going to do a tour of Armada, kind of show how something is actually made, give a backstory of really where Armada started, where it's going, and then we'll end up at the day going to Carbon, actually give the story of Carbon and where it's going. We'll end up at the actual second and newest gym, get a workout in with 2 different guys doing a back workout, but should be a pretty good day. It'll be work, food, working out, and just a little bit of miscellaneous business between Carbon and Armada. Hi, are you through the gate?
I'm coming through it right now.
Okay, thank you. You're extremely impatient and lazy. You Uber Eats Starbucks to start your day. That is not, by the way, good financial advising by any means. Pretty stupid to pay whatever I just did for a delivery charge, but it beats waiting in that damn long line at Starbucks in the morning. If my dog actually is gonna get hit by this, you can see the wolf out there, that is a dog. We got salted caramel cold brew and then a regular cold brew. I just take about 1/4 of the salted caramel, put it in the cold brew, mix it up, and we're good to go. Cold brew, and it's actually just blended. It looks like it's a fruity drink. They just blend it. It's a diet hack trick. You can put some stevia drops in there, and it tastes like a fruity, basic white girl drink. But what I did here is, I know someone in the office who loves this drink, and who's not afraid that I do this. I take this and put about 1/4. It's a salted caramel cold brew. Put it in there, mix it up, seal it back up, and re-gift. So we start the morning off doing a little cardio, typical day, and then Jordan, who's our nanny, comes in and basically tells me the second swan is dead. So our farmer over here, Miss Victoria, you're on the way to get another swan today?
I was loading the truck to go and get the mate for poor Juliet, and yeah, she met a tragic fate and pulled her out the water. And
do you think if the other one was here, that doesn't happen?
yeah, she literally died of heartbreak. So.
True fact, heartbreak right there. Not a good lesson, kids. It was really weird the first night that the swan died. That, like, you know, light that goes out. You were here at night, right? Like the fountain has the light. It went out completely. So this whole place was dark.
It was like the whole property was in mourning. All the geese disappeared. The pigs didn't come out. The fountain light went off.
No, the pigs just decided to go to other houses.
Well.
So we have no friends around here now. We have pigs going over to neighbors' houses. We have...
I guess everyone just wants to leave.
Everyone wants to get the hell out of this house. What are we doing? Cooper, all my pets' heads are falling off. That was a swan. R.I.P. Juliet. Hey, we're heading into Armada right now. About a 15-20 minute drive each day. Get the mind thinking. We were just going over just gyms, random gym rant here. Don't be a douche. Like, you know, you can flex in the gym, you can pose a little. You got to lift some weights in between. We're just seeing a little bit of yesterday at the gym. These kids legitimately for 40 minutes, I think, just flexed. And not that it's about size or how big you are, but they should be spending more time lifting the weight than posing. But good old Gorilla Sam, who you'll meet later, ripped his shirt off mid-off-season 260-pound form. I think scared the little boys off a little bit. I'm all for, like, these, we have a lot of young kids and they've been awesome to the gym. They bring a lot of energy and a lot of them are there to lift hard, so it's awesome. But then there's, for every 9 of them, there's 1 or 2 that are just like in the squat rack curling and just all about the camera. And hey, we're documenting things too, but there's a time and place. When you train, you should train. I will predict in the next 1 month, kids are training, particularly with their shoes off. I saw Bumstead training with his shoes off recently, and I will predict nobody's wearing shoes. We're gonna have to actually have a shoe policy at the gym. They'll have Mohawk, Bass Pro hat, getting rid of the Crocs, actually going Crocless in the gym. That's my next prediction. I know you're talking about gyms, and it's like, you know, it's kind of like the fashion, the new car, right? It's like what's flashy right now is hot. So when you build a gym, like we're in the middle of remodeling Carbon Performance, which I think will be legitimately the best gym in Tennessee, you have to be conscious of that there's a factor of, hey, it's cool the first year. What do you do year 2? What do you do year 3? What do you do year 4? Gyms seem to fizzle, right? A gym membership's typically 1 year. So if someone comes there, loves it for a year, you go there 5 times a week or 4 times a week or whatever. It's a lot of times in 1 year. Then you want to change the scenery, right? So we have a couple of things in store that I hope will kind of combat that, right? Which is, one, continuing evolving and always putting money back into the business. People can see that and know that you got to do that. A lot of gyms can't for different reasons. Some choose not to. And then the other is we got something that we're going to be announcing in the next week that will offer a second atmosphere that I think will offset some of that, burnout or fatigue of doing one gym. But what's interesting is Nashville's lucky. There's been some damn good gyms in this area, but what you see is like it gets hot for a minute, fizzles, hot for a minute, fizzles. So the interesting thing is I don't think it's how well we do our first year. It'll be interesting to see how well we do year 2 and year 3. So just a little nugget on the gym business as I'm learning it. Gym business isn't something I started in as a passion project. So you learn a lot of this stuff from a lot of mistakes. We're 2.5 years in the gym business, and I can tell you our first year we made every mistake you could make, I think. Staying hydrated, double fist. So hey, we're here at Armada Nutrition. For the people who don't know me, Armada Nutrition is a contract manufacturer that makes sports supplements, sports nutrition powders. We've been around for 7 years now. Long backstory on the parent group. The parent group's been around for 40 plus years. We've been in this building since July 1st of 2016. And when I give you the tour today, I'll kind of explain what it looked like July 1st of 2016, which is a very empty building. It looked like a jail cell on the outside of here. But we're really proud of Armada. This is a 338,000 square foot facility in Spring Hill, Tennessee, which is about 40 minutes south of Nashville. And ironically enough, this is our first episode of the first series. Our second episode will actually be going to see our new site, which is in Salt Lake City, 430,000 square feet, and set to actually be producing in the next 10 to 14 days. So this is where it all started, and we'll do an intro today, kind of give you a background of it, inside what it is to make a supplement, and where we started and where we're going. All right, we're gonna do some intros today. This is Dusty Stoker.
Hi, how's it going?
Dusty is on his second stint here because he loves us so much, but actually Dusty was really the employee number 2. The only one really with experience when we started this company. Dusty came on, moved from Salt Lake City, and really to kind of co-run the company with me, and worked here for the first 5.5 years. And needed a little bit of sabbatical, which I don't blame him. If you work with me for 5.5 years, I would need that too. And then the great part is, he got an opportunity to work with a brand, which is a great experience. But as we were coming back to do Utah, I think unfinished business, I would say.
For sure.
So Dusty's here to really help us get this facility up and running. Thank the Lord that he came back, because this task has been bigger than we thought. And a good reason why it'll be up and running roughly on time is because of this man right here.
Happy to be back.
The shoe game. I got nothing today. I don't know what the hell these are actually. What we would get into is a outbound inbound report. Mel's working on that, so you would get it nightly, knowing what's coming your way.
Yeah.
This is how I'm gonna say I never drink 3D. No offense to anyone 3D, but got a new flavor trying it. But here's a little inside of the day. Got meals 2 through 4 in here for every day. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. 1 I do at home, 6 I do at home. 5 I do generally post-workout. So 3 meals here, always ready for the day. You can see, boom, already pre-measured. Takes no time to stick to the diet. We got 7 ounces of white meat. This one's, I think, 200 grams of jasmine rice. Combination of chicken and shrimp. I like mixing up the meat. Call me a weirdo or whatnot. But again, if you really want to diet, it's pretty easy. Not easy, I should say, but it's manageable. Be prepared, right? Because your days take a kind of a different direction, but this literally takes me a minute and a half to heat up, put some salt on it, and bada boom, bada bang. And this seems weird, but this is the amount of pineapple that is on the diet. This is pathetic, right? I don't really understand this, but that is the pineapple. There we go. A little insight to the fridge. All right, so a quick little thing here. We're gonna introduce you to probably a character that'll be on the channel. His name is Austin. Austin.
How's it going?
Kind of give a little background here. Every employee has some sort of background. We'll get into the Armada story here shortly, but Austin actually came, moved here, worked, did some things at the gym for a while, did some really cool marketing. So a lot of the cool digital ads you've seen, Austin did some personal training, got into a pretty good career. We have stole him, taken him to the dark side or the positive side. My whole point is you'll see a lot of people here that have started to work for Armada that are people I've gotten to know, and I'm all for it. People give you business advice, say, hey, some people say, don't do business with friends, don't do business with family. I'm actually the opposite. I feel like interview process that goes on for years versus an interview process that happens in half an hour. So I'll always take my chances on people I know, what they stand for, work ethic, right? Even though she doesn't want to be on camera, Sarah. Yep, she's on camera. Yep. Sarah's been working here for a year and freaking rock star. Knew her character, didn't know how she necessarily would be inside Armada, but she came on board about a year ago and literally was handed 2 of our biggest accounts right off the gate. Basically baptism by fire, and has done it with a smile, but also succeeded, taken on more, and is crushes. So everyone can give you different business advice. Don't do business with friends, don't do business with family. Family, I'm not really for. Friends though, I think if you really truly understand someone, what better interview process is there than years of friendship of what they stand for? So I'll always take my chances on that, and there'll be a lot of characters here that came from different parts. I'm sitting in a guy's desk who I've known since he was, I don't even know, 7 years old. Right here is just every whatever going to the toilet. Literally those steps is just me going to the toilet that many times, puking like crazy.
Why is it you never get sick, but when you do get sick, it's like...
This was the worst, saving people's numbers. So now I'm like, someone's asked me like a very detailed question, and I'm like, I have no idea what this is. So we're actually out here going into the production area of Armada Nutrition. This spot always will resonate to me as kind of the first of many. So July 1st, 2016, what was Capstone Nutrition here in Tennessee. We did not buy the business, we bought the assets. And what that means is we basically bought the equipment, fixtures, everything in it. At the time, Capstone actually was gonna let go of their employees. So we started talking to them in April of 16. June 26th or something like that, they were gonna let go of all their employees. We decided to keep them on. We didn't necessarily have the business at that point, but we knew that expertise would be valuable for us. So we decided to keep 104 people employed. And long story short, it happened so fast, we weren't prepared July 1st to be ready to run this operation. A couple little things happened in between, don't need to get into the nitty gritty, but I can say that July 1st, 2016, never forget this day. Walked out from here to here, and there was 104 people staring at me. We had literally one working computer, no inventory, so you could see straight through the production lines. It's one of those moments where you're like, okay, shit, this is real. What do we do now? So it was one of those kind of moments of like, this is not gonna be as easy, but also you have to be composed. You gotta try to instill some confidence in people. They're betting on you, but July 1st, 2016, I remember it like it was yesterday, seeing all those faces. And the one thing that obviously resonates is like, no matter what we do at Armada, like one of the things that you always have to be conscious of is holding people's careers in your hands. So like, it was one of those things that really that day became very serious. You look at all these people that are depending on their paychecks, on their career here, and every move that you potentially make as an organization or as an individual potentially affects those people. You don't take it lightly. So that day was a big wake-up call, but also a oh shit moment when this place is empty and you have people staring at you and you don't have product to run. Things become real. Validate my story here. James was previously with, I guess to give a little info, a company called Cornerstone that then became Capstone, which I just told you about. And we were lucky enough, James decided to stay on with us during the transition. And you know, I was telling you about that July 1st date. James, am I making it up that when I say we had that first meeting, there was basically no product, place was empty, and I think I say one working computer, maybe we had 2.
Maybe one working computer, yeah. Yeah.
We do majority of our in-house testing in here. And this thing right here, as you can see, ISO certified, which is really a third party. It's separated from Armada Nutrition completely and is run as a third party lab. Today we're going to kind of show you just generally what happens at Armada. All this is inbound raw materials. So trucks come in, they drop off inbounds. Before they actually get put into release, they're tested. You can see here we have a cone policy. The cone resonates whether actually it's been tested or not. For example, right here, this is a neurofactor. So you've probably seen this in some pretty important formulas out there and some nootropic formulas. very notable brand, uses Neurofactor. So this is brought in. Over here you can see pumpkin seed extract. What is that? Well, that is another vegan protein. So we have some formulas that use non-vegan, this pumpkin seed. These raw materials brought in until they're actually tested, make sure they actually hit assay, they have no issues. Then once they're released, they're put up in these racks, specifically by if they have allergens or non-allergen. Then every work order, which is basically a product, is pulled. So for example, this job is a whey protein order. You can see whey protein 80%. Got whey protein isolate. So this is obviously a protein that is a mixture of isolate and concentrate. Have to go to the floor. Got flavor, and then you got the gum system. And that is basically a protein. There's some more things, but that's a work order. We have 4 hallways, 4 different jobs going at all times. Looks like another protein order, maybe a pre-workout on there. But it'll go into a measuring process, then blending, and then powder fill. So we'll walk through those steps right now. Something they put a ton of money in infrastructure is the HVAC. You know, a facility like this in Tennessee, where it's obviously hot, it's very humid, the last thing you want is hygroscopic products being mixed with humidity. So they put a ton of money into the infrastructure on the HVAC. The HVAC actually will circulate in the GMP area, the air in and out once a minute. But we do not produce anything when the relative humidity is over 43%. If it's over 43%, we'll bring in humidifiers, we'll obviously bring the air down. We do not want to blend product when the humidity is that high. Leads to potentially clumping. As you know, a lot of these products, you hear the kind of no clump, no pump tagline. A lot of this stuff is very hygroscopic. Things like citrulline, beta-alanine, mixed with sucralose and flavors will just crystallize and actually start to clump. And then over time, if they've already formed crystals, they're gonna become bigger crystals, and before you know it, the whole product is clumped. So that is why there's a huge emphasis on the humidity being low. So in here you can see now we have super sacks. So all those raw materials that were in bags were actually measured out precisely to that work order and then put in the super sack. So we have digital scales in there. Work order may say it needs 500 pounds of whey protein isolate, it needs 14 pounds of xanthan gum. So they'll weigh them out and they'll put them in the super sack that then will go into blending. It's hard to really see from here, but basically right in here you have your blenders. This is a 200 cubic foot blender, ribbon blender, which basically holds, depending on the density of the product, it can hold 2,000 to 3,000 kilos. To give you some context on that, pre-workout, let's say typical pre-workout is 300 grams. That technically means you would get 9,000 units of pre-workout in that one blender. So that is a lot of pre-workout, but it gives you kind of a scope. For example, on the other side, if it was protein, you buy a 2-pound protein, so it's 800 grams. You know, you probably get about 2,500 units to 2,700 units of protein in your 2-pounders in that blender. So still holds a ton. Interesting is we'll show these ribbon blenders this week. We have used a different system in Utah, which we'll show next week. Not necessarily better or worse, but a more precise, smaller bin system that we'll be using in Utah versus the ribbon blender. Good, hey, are you in Victoria on the phone right now? Can we start in 10? All right, thanks man. Story of my life. By the time the bottle comes out to this area, everything is concealed. So when you get to the outside, everything is done. Here then, depending on which type of label they have, so we have 4 lines here that handle all different various bottles. 5th line down there is done for our packs. We've got sneakers on. There we go. Never disappoints. So if you ever need to film sneakers, this is the guy.
I'm the guy. Yes,
He's running circles around Trevor on the sneaker game.
Well, don't tell him that.
You got more variety.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's my thing, man. Because I wear all black, so I have to have
the pop on the shoes.
Pop of color, you know?
I got it.
Otherwise, people will know how
gothic you are. How dark
and
This is called Red Zone. This is basically our scoreboard. Basically tracks our efficiency for the plant. Each line has what it should be hitting versus what it's hitting. Any downtime, any reasons. Goes to our iPhones, goes to iPads. It's obviously good visibility to the whole plant, showing whether you're hitting goal or not hitting goal. This just came hot off the line. Can't show you what it is. You have to speculate. But this basically started the process where we were earlier, all the way to the finished product. They do a final look to make sure everything looks right. Lock code in the bottom. Oh, lock code there. Make sure the seal's good. Make sure everything's intact. And it's taken, put in right in one of these boxes. Pallet, put in the finished goods, and ship to your local GNC, vitamin shop, or whatever retailer you use. That is how a supplement is made. Here, we're gonna introduce you to Tio. Tio has been here longer than I have been here. She was the boss when we came in July 1st, is still the boss. But can you explain what you do for someone who doesn't really understand supplements?
I come in, make sure my paperwork is correct, make sure all my employees is good on my line. I put people where they need to be at, make sure weights is done, and we start up the AMS, and once we run, we run.
Like no matter what she does with her supplements, somehow she's gonna lead people, put them where they need to go, and get shit done.
Yeah.
This is a label cage. Seems crazy that we have it caged up. But if you think about it, the most confidential thing is a customer's label, and it needs to be concealed. A lot of the customers make a lot of changes to their labels, make revisions, different versions. You slap a wrong label on a bottle, it's a huge thing, right? Brand reputation, recall, huge risk. So we monitor this, take this very serious. Everything is measured in, out, scrap, making sure there's no variances, and it's obviously the most highly guarded spot. Seems crazy and extreme, but what's on the label is everything. Here we have Ashley.
Hello.
We have Shannon. We have Bryce, and we have the boss. Quiet but bossy, Courtney. But truthfully, this is one of the parts that separate our business. This is where all the applications and product development's done. So collaborating in some ways with the brands on a formula to sometimes making the formula, but also most importantly, flavoring it. There's no doubt in this space, you need to have a good formula, but flavor is king. So nothing really resells unless the flavor is top notch, right? And I think one thing we pride about ourselves is, if you look at our top few customers, they haven't really changed over the years, which means one, they're still selling, and two, we're up to par in the flavors. This group kicks butt, and very proud of this part. It's obviously a great part of the business. We'll definitely, during this series, show a lot more in this, because I think this is what interests people a lot more. But this is where the magic happens. All right, we're gonna switch over to a Carbon phone call. It's with our general manager and my wife. We had a meeting yesterday. We did not get it done in the timely manner, so it's carrying over. We're gonna knock it out. They should be calling any minute.
Value propositions, the 50% off.
Okay, no, we're on the same page. I remember this. And the only thing I was gonna add to it, I talked to Victoria briefly this morning, but I wanna get your opinion. I like the concept's great. I think the percent off the discounts, all that stuff. I almost would like to call it Carbon Elite, because eventually what I'd like to do is, that's an elite status, but also on top of it, we would call it Carbon Performance and Carbon Elite, the gyms, not even Carbon Culture.
Okay.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, the elite makes sense to me. Literally the only reason I came up with Plus is because Carbon Performance anything was like a mouthful. So I was just thinking Carbon Plus, people are used to like Plus just being like the subscription add-on to anything they do in the world right now, like Disney, Hulu, etc.
Yeah. No, I get it. So I think
it works for me. It makes sense. It makes sure it's status. The main thing is just status.
Well, then we could do the key cards like we talked about, right? If you're a key card holder, you have the elite, and we make it kind of a premium key card because we're only going to have 400 of them.
It would be awesome. Gay passes on each stuff.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would want. Is I just almost said gay passes. Holy shit. Day passes and week passes. Yeah, and then the rest, I think you make sense, Victoria. What's up, princess?
What's up, Poncho?
The fuck is that place?
That Mexican place, it's kind of like a Chipotle or whatever. I got a salad.
Why would you go to a fucking Mexican place and get a salad?
Well, 'cause it's a Mexican salad. It's got like pulled pork stuff on it.
No, not street cred now. We're
Yeah.
You get kicks of the day. There you go.
There we go. We got some kicks. We finally have somebody who actually.
Hey, I like those.
You know what I was talking about. But they're kind of trashed a little bit.
Yeah, I do actually really like this. Sam's got someone.
Sam's dude. Me and you aren't in the club today. Sam is. You can show him. There we go.
Bro, if I keep watching Lakeshore and all these devastating travesties, my heart, I've been on an emotional roller coaster these last 3-4 days.
Yeah, across this video, episode 1, season 1 is a black bag with a dead swan.
Hey, that picture Tor took of just like the fucking spine and the head, that was wild.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's, yeah. Literally Cross comes over, and that was the first thing we did today, is like black ball.
Document the swan.
I remember he's dying, man, because the other one's, yeah, I think it was depressed because the other one died.
It's true love.
Yeah, I guess.
Julia.
Mallory better do that for me if I ever die.
Not a chance.
She's finding 15 other swans real fucking quick.
She's just like, hey, how's this life insurance policy in cash? How fast can I get that access to the money?
You will mourn her death. She's raging the next day.
No, she loves you, Austin.
I hope so.
I think she does. I'd say that.
I have
You have a
enough
car booked?
Yeah, I have a big enough car for you, Don, myself, Austin, any kind of big bags. I basically ordered whatever their Tahoe or whatever it is.
Gang here. We're gonna do some intros. You already met Austin. He has been with us 2 months.
Gone. Almost 3.
So you know your sales should be really skyrocketing by now, but we're not quite there. Trevor has been with Armada/Pronova for
Over 3 years now.
There we go.
Yeah.
Sales, these are the guys that'll take you out to dinner, buy you drinks, you know, all that good stuff. And here's the brains. Sam Ferguson, who does formulation and product development for us. So we got the, I wouldn't even say the looks, but we got the brains. We got the looks. No, kidding aside, as I mentioned earlier, actually all 3 of these fit into that category where I knew them from some form of life outside of Armada. And it's actually worked out really well. So talked about Austin with the gym. Trevor, a little bit different, met at the gym here in Spring Hill and just kind of became friends. And for of course a year, just a friendship. He went and was working retail for GNC, had a huge passion into supplements, and I knew his work ethic was going to be good. So it's a little questionable, but we'll go good for there. But no, kidding aside, is like I was saying, is like I'm all for hiring friends if you have a good understanding. And it's a better interview process when you know someone behind the scenes than it is, you know, just sitting here formally in a conference room. Sam actually went to med school at the beginning, decided to be smart and actually make some money up front. Moved here and partly worked for the gym, but was doing more nutrition dietetics for people at our gym and then also on his own. Extremely intelligent, good degrees, but like it was one of those things. We were looking for a formulator. And literally everything you could ask, he checked the box and is extremely passionate about the space. Not just bodybuilding, but also health supplements as well too. So he's been with us going on a year now, right?
Yeah, it'll be a year next month, in about 4 weeks. So coming up on a year. I've been out in Tennessee since April of last year, give or take somewhere around mid-April. So started here a couple of months after. And yeah, like Brett said, it's a pretty good combination of things I really enjoy, you know, personally and professionally. So super happy with the decision that I made. Been enjoying it a lot.
The cool thing is like all 3 of them have passion to the space, and I always think like, you know, if like there's actually passion, it's going to make the work easier. And if you have work ethic, it even becomes like you light those 2 up and it becomes kind of a very easy combination. So, you know, you'll see that. We met Sarah earlier, same exact thing, and she's crushed it. So you know, knock on wood, we haven't had many misses. We've had more success by doing it that way. So, you know, again, if you're ever looking at like business advice, some people will say, no, that's never what you want to do. I feel a little bit differently about that. Family, like I said, that's a whole different conversation.
Do you know who that is? What team they're derived from? Do you know?
It's the 90s, so you couldn't wear a Bass Pro hat?
Dark sport wasn't a thing either.
No. But no, kidding aside, like, I'm glad to be from the 90s. I mean, God, at the end of the 90s, you had the best boy bands alive, right? You had Backstreet Boys and NSYNC.
That's a lot coming from a Bieber fanboy.
I know. So hey, we've switched locations. We went from Armada, we're here at Carbon. This is the original Carbon Culture. It's in Franklin. The original space was really small. It was supposed to be really more just an exclusive private training gym, 4,000 square feet. We're gonna have our general manager actually show you around here in a minute. But the idea of this gym was to kind of cross hardcore with like the equipment and the training and the culture, cleanliness of a kind of like a 5-star hotel. So Matt will show you around, show you kind of the private locker rooms, aesthetics of the place, from lighting to flooring to the equipment. We expanded, we bought the company next door to us, which was CrossFit, ironically enough, combined the 2. Then we went to Murfreesboro in the summer of 2020. That gym's still there, 8,000 square feet, being run and owned by the Yates family. Here, we've been working on it for, feels like 2 years, but it was about a year and a bit of opening Carbon Performance, which is actually in the location of what was Franklin Athletic Club. 32,000 square foot, big box gym. The stuff we're gonna do in there is gonna be great. So it's taking what we did here in a small scale, the aesthetics, the look, the equipment, but bringing it to 32,000 to cater to more people, more amenities. We're gonna have an anti-aging clinic. We're gonna have a youth strength training program. We're gonna have 7,000 square feet dedicated just to legs. Revised locker rooms, kind of the whole thing. So Matt will walk you through there, but you know, Carbon just started basically February of 2020. We're here in 2022 and you know, kind of on to bigger and better things. Evolve or die.
Hey guys, what's going on? Matt Lewis, the general manager here with Carbon Performance. We're going to show you around some of the original location here at 209 South Royal, the original Carbon Culture location. Then we'll go over to Carbon Performance. So here you have the hexagon lighting, the LED lighting that Carbon's known for, make us all look bigger than we are, right? Then we come out to the majority of it's Arsenal Prime. We have all the high-end pieces, the Selective Eye pin loaded. Okay, when you come around to this side, we have the turf. Get any of your mobility work in, get in some leg stop, abs there. Again, all high-end pieces that Brent's talked about. We have Arsenal here all through the middle. We have our chest pieces, come around the back side, all leg pieces, everything that you would need here for any goal that you may have. And again, this is the original 4,000 square feet. And then at the end of 2020, we purchased a CrossFit facility. So we revamped it to look like the Carbon feel. Brought in the LED lighting, brought in the black paint, brought in the atmosphere, the cleanliness. We did the floors, brought in some brand new equipment. We have an open area for Olympic lifting, some more classes, things like that. Switch around some orientation, just give it a different feel from the regular like CrossFit box. We have private showers, we have private locker rooms here. And then as you come through the back side, just as I sit here, come on over this side. Just as we did at the original 4,000 square feet, we wanted a recovery center. Make sure you're focused on your warm up, your cool down. So we have the Carbon Performance turf in here, all of your bands that you need, different dumbbells, kettlebells, all of your high-end specialty bars, powerlifting, CrossFit, doesn't matter, we got you. All right, here at this original location, we have private showers for you. We provide the towels. We provide anything you need for your on-the-go, early morning, late night, doesn't matter when you're here, we always got you. Just private restrooms, high-end, we provide all the things for you. Got you covered.
Boom, all right, second Carbon location. It's the second one in Franklin. We talked about it. We opened the first one, which was at Murfreesboro. Then this is kind of what I think is the dream gym for me and hopefully for all the members, but was Franklin Athletic Club. You can see we got a temporary sign. We just took it over June 1st, so we haven't even started the remodel yet. We have some really exciting plans. Matt's gonna walk us through kind of each step of what we're gonna do in the transformation to take this gym from what is a good gym to a great gym and have the aesthetics, the equipment, the looks that a Carbon should have in 32,000 square feet. So this will be called Carbon Performance. The cool part is that we will announce is that we're actually keeping the other Carbon open, and it'll be called Carbon Elite. So if you come in here and you pay for the Elite membership, you get access to this 32,000 square foot gym that has all the amenities we talked about, and then on top of it, the second gym, which is literally just walking distance, which we just did 2 minutes away. That's a small private gym, 24/7, single bathrooms, kind of more of an exclusive vibe. We'll cap it at 400 members, so you'll never have that crowded gym. So we're gonna give access to members to potentially have 2 different gyms to train at. Maybe you train back at one, legs at the other, whatever you may do, but some people just want to change that environment. And also some want access to 24/7. So we feel like it's something that not many people have to offer is 2 gyms within walking distance, one 24/7, the other that has 32,000 square feet of awesomeness. In a nutshell, this is basically what you're gonna see from the gym is, this was FAC. I was a member here when I first moved to Tennessee back in 16. Loved the actual structure of the gym, landscape, the people, all that good stuff. All we want to do is put kind of a fresh new style on it, get some different equipment, some more amenities. So this kind of shows a little bit of transformation of what's to come, kind of the old coming in with the new, but we're not going to change things too much. So some of the members will be really happy with the gradual change. The transformation really started now, probably will go through the beginning of Q1. Matt's gonna walk you through it kind of step by step, and we'll circle back around. Then we're gonna finish with a training video and call it a week.
All right, let's walk you through everything Brent just kind of went over. We already saw the 209 location, so let's check out Carbon Performance. So first thing we have over here, we're gonna be renovating this whole open lobby space. We're gonna redo all the lighting, the Carbon lighting we saw at 209. We're gonna have full smoothie bar, a little cafe on the go shop. Again, we're looking for just a one-stop shop. Anything that you need, fitness, nutrition, it all goes hand in hand. Let's go ahead and get you set up, squared away in one place. You know, all this can be high-end lighting in terms of moving through. We're gonna have better seating here, a real open concept. Get work in before, after your workouts, things like that. This first spot is the one I'm most excited for in terms of, other than the equipment that we'll see here in a minute. So if you can envision this as of right now, it's just a group fitness room. You know, we have classes in here, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. This is gonna be the Revive Wellness Studio. So, we have private access on the back side, but everything when it comes to like IVs and just health and wellness in today's age, we're gonna have here for you right here in the gym. The next project, we have Legacy at Carbon. That's gonna be our youth sports performance. So we're gonna knock this down. This is the stairwell we'll see later. We're gonna open up this entire space. Again, lighting is a big one. I understand we're gonna get that carbon lighting in here. Enough said with it. We're gonna put turf throughout the center. We're gonna make this look like a collegiate weight room, if you will. Sports performance, get in here, get after it. Have squat racks, deadlift platforms everywhere. When it comes to the back wall, we're actually gonna get a garage door open out to the outdoor training facility. We're gonna put some turf in there, an awning. It's gonna be great to work outdoors, transition right back indoors, got you covered. 112 compared to 209, what we saw. With 209, we saw private showers, we saw private bathrooms, everything like that. We're still gonna provide all the necessities that you need for your on the go. We have full on locker rooms. We're gonna change the lighting, change the flooring, all of that. It's gonna be real state of the art, really nice. As you come on through, again, this is the big staircase. It's leading upstairs to all the cardio. We're gonna change that, make it more modernized. The staircase is actually gonna be in the front lobby, but welcome to it. This is gonna be Carbon Performance's brand new playground. This is all the high-end equipment. This is where we're gonna be. This is where you wanna get in, get after it. No matter what your goal is, we got you squared away. So let's take a look on through. All right, so this is gonna be the playground. Just in a couple months, all the flooring is gonna be done, the lighting, and what everybody's been waiting for, the equipment, led by Arsenal, but plenty of other partners are gonna be in here. So down here on the main wave floor, you're gonna have all your upper body, all your chest, back, all that you're gonna need. This is gonna be different. This is what's gonna set Carbon even further apart. As we come up this ramp, we're all gonna need it for leg day, right? So as we come on up, if you can picture this is gonna be the 7,000 square feet of legs that Brent talked about earlier. We're gonna have leg day black turf through the center. We're gonna have squat racks. We're gonna have all the booty machines. You're gonna have everything that you need. You have murals up on the wall. The lighting's gonna be legit. This is where you're gonna be. If you're training legs, you're up in this spot. We know you're here to get it. You wanna walk back down the stairs, use the ramp or the stairs. We won't judge. All right, so again, what you saw over at 209, we took over the CrossFit space in 2020, right? We revamped and made it look like Carbon culture. So this will be the Carbon Performance version. So visualize, again, black turf, Carbon Performance, all new paint schemes, brand new equipment. This is gonna be your classes, CrossFit, powerlifting, Olympic weightlifting. We're gonna have it all in this location. So you're gonna be right over there, getting after bodybuilding lifestyle. Over here, performance. Again, we got you, more than just a gym. And the last part of today's tour is the upstairs. Again, theme of it, we're gonna change that lighting. We're gonna get state-of-the-art cardio equipment all the way down, treadmills, stair climbers, ellipticals, we got you all.
All right, we're gonna get our first workout in here. Probably film a little more today than we normally will. Do a back session led by our man Sam here, who earlier he took the lab coat off, put the Carbon shirt on. I know he looks a little bit beefier. And then we're gonna get a back workout in also with Chris. So Chris is a classic physique competitor, did really well, did a national show this year, gearing up for next year. Sam, same thing as well. So he may do men's physique though. He may be the biggest men's physique guy I've ever seen. And yes, I am a men's physique athlete. Proud of it. Come on.
Yes.
Again. Let's go. Come on. Again. Get it. Come on. Fight. One more after this. Give me one. Come on. Good. Give me again.
Come on.
Come on.
There you go. Good. That's good, right?
Good. Again.
Yes, sir.
3. Come on. Come on. Good. Yep. Come on. Good. 2 here. 2 here. Come on. Again. Again. Come on. Come on. Good.
So this area in 2 months will be dedicated to legs. So everything in here, all legs. 7,000 square feet, 27 leg pieces here, upstairs, turf in the middle. We'll have the most leg space in the state for sure.
Slightly, there's money in it.
I just like it.
yours, Sam. All yours. Come on. 3, let's go. Again, come on. 1, come on, 1. Good. Good. 3 from here, 3 from here. Come on. Good, again. 1 more, come on.
Yes. Yes. 3. Keep going. 4. 4.
Again, come on. 2, come on. Again.
I can see why this guy's jawline is good. He comes to the gym just to...
It's growing with everything.
Yeah, he's just trying to...
I just get a little pump in here and there and just go on about it, make it look like
bicep curl and then a 5-minute chat.
Yeah. Do 1 set, take 10 off.
Smashed the back workout today. Really focused on upper back. Sam brought us through. Really, it was kind of like warm-up set, feeders, and then 1 or 2 top sets. We started off with a Body Master chest-supported row. Went friggin' all out on that. Then went over to the T-bar row. Then went to pull-ups, which is interesting. I've done that in a while. Then we came over here, did a high row, and then lat pull down to finish. 5 real exercises, both to the wall, top sets at the end. A couple of them we did some kind of backed off and did a little bit movements at the end, but high intensity, nothing left in the tank. Can call it a day. All right, we're doing a little bit of a recap. I think today was a good first day. Really kind of nothing crazy out of the ordinary, just kind of a standard day. So hopefully you enjoy this. Today was a mixture, we started at the house at Armada, had some meetings, did some intros, did a little bit of a tour so you guys can see what Armada's made of. Dummy had a couple carbon meetings, finished with the workout, now heading home. So just really more of a standard day. We'll obviously like to film some things that will be more exciting, but this kind of shows the background. Intro to Armada, intro to carbon. We didn't really go into Revive today, but we will next week, which also, this was basically episode 1 is more of an intro. Next week, which will be season 2, will be fun. We'll be doing some traveling. We're heading to Florida to see the Raw Nutrition Revive gang, so we can talk a little bit more about Revive, which we're bringing to Nashville on the medical spa side. And then we'll obviously get to see the Raw Nutrition group, which is one of the faster growing sports nutrition brands. Then we're gonna fly to Salt Lake City to go see our second site, which is our West Coast facility that will be opening here really, really shortly. We'll actually have 10 occupancy next week when we're there. And we'll show you what that one's made of, but I think that'll be kind of Nashville, Florida, Salt Lake in a matter of like 2 days. Should be a good recap, but hope you enjoyed this first one. And again, list below any things you guys want to see, things you want to spend more time on. Is it meals, is it training, is it business? We're gonna touch it all, but like to know what you want to see.
Like I'm in the big leagues, told him that I gotta go, dog. I'm riding the road, y'all. I think that I'm back in my bag now, so I need that go, y'all. Got hits when he throwing the fastball, just too quick for it. Peeling off like the whip orange. Seen they F for this piss poor